my friends wasn't shit when I was growing up. And partially, it was my fault because I grew up an only child and I thought everybody was my fucking friend, and that wasn't the case. So let's talk about one of my wasn't shit friends. There was a girl, she was an around the way girl from the neighborhood, not too far from my house, and she was raised living with her auntie because I think her mama was a crackhead or some shit. And the reason why I know this is because she was best friends with a close friend of mine and the older sister. I was like, well, what's wrong with her mama? She don't care. When has she ever cared anyway? Females with mama issues don't make good friends, okay? Anyway, so I remember the first time I met this girl. First of all, she was overly developed. We was like in the 5th grade at a slumber party. And she had on like an old granny nightgown. And this was a time when the cha-cha slide and all the slide dances was coming out. It was like the early 2000s and shit. And so at the summer party, they was doing the line dances, and I wanted to do them too. And the heifer, she was supposed to be like the queen of dance. Even in high school, she always around on top of the table, shaking her ass, dancing around. No technique, just, and thought she was everything. But anyway, so I remember she standing up in her nightgown telling me that we gonna do this dance. You not gonna do it because you bumping into people. You don't know what you doing. Whatever. So then, she be around, talk here and there. Grew up together, this and that. And in high school, I remember the first week of high school, because we didn't go to middle school together. She went to a completely different middle school. But the first week of high school, I remember I got lost and ended up going in the classroom, and it was the wrong classroom. And it was her room. She was happened to be in that room. And later on, me and her had a class together, and she had the nerve to tell me that the teacher was cracking jokes on me and talking crazy because I went to the wrong room and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn, okay. Later on, when I was in the 9th grade, I was such a pick-me shit. I didn't know no better. But it was around Valentine's Day, and at our school, you could send people like a pop that you like or whatever. And so I sent this boy one, and she had a class with the boy, and he wasn't gonna tell me thank you. He wasn't gonna tell you thank you, and I had to tell him, you better thank her, and this and that. Like, this heifer was always the bearer of bad news. Every time she heard somebody say something negative or somebody this, she's always gonna come tell me what the motherfucker said. And it was just like, girl, she was my friend on Facebook up until a few months ago, and I just decided that, why am I friends with motherfuckers that I didn't give a fuck about in high school and that treated me like shit? Like, why?